This is Tish Times with your networking and sales scoop, information to help you to network and sell with unstoppable confidence. Well, this morning on the way home from the gym, I was listening to some personal development teaching, and I was specifically listening to Les Brown. And he said something that I've heard before, but I really heard it this time. And he was talking about how, what if on your deathbed, instead of having all of your family and your friends around you, instead you had all of your unrealized hopes and dreams in that room. And they would say things to you like, why did you stop believing? Why didn't you continue to pursue me? What caused you to stop having the confidence that it took to move forward? Imagine how that would feel and how horrible that would be your last day on earth for you to feel that way. I was then reminded of another teacher who I really loved listening to. His name is Miles Monroe. And he said something similar. He said that the cemetery was the richest place on earth. And it was the richest place on earth because it had in it all of the unstarted businesses, all of the hopes and dreams that were never realized, all of the intentions and the desires that people had but never brought them to life because they lacked the ability or the willingness to pursue them. And in my case, I would say it's probably to some degree a lack of confidence, the confidence that it took to believe that they could bring those things to fruition. I wrote an article a few months ago now, and it was called Lack of Confidence is Robbing Your Network. I'm going to put the link here so you can go back and take a look at it, but specifically it was talking about how when we are unwilling or incapable of approaching the right people or making very important follow-up calls, we generally cause ourselves to miss out on fantastic opportunities, and we always leave money on the table. And so we have to be very much aware of where we are potentially robbing ourselves and sabotaging our own success because we don't have the confidence that it takes to make that phone call, to approach that person, to connect with the people that you really must connect with in order to further your business. So this week we're going to specifically look at three things. I want you to look at how do you find it, how do you face it, and then how do you fix it when it comes to the things that you may be lacking as it pertains to confidence. So first thing I want you to do is examine your career, examine your business history. Where have you self-sabotaged? I know for myself personally, I can look back and see all of the times where I needed to make a telephone call and I found every excuse in the book not to make that call. And even though it seemed that it was about the call, really it was about me not having the confidence that I needed to be able to pick up that phone and make that call. And possibly for me, it was a fear of rejection. What if they say no? What if they don't feel like I'm the right match for them? Whatever. But needless to say, I know that I've self-sabotaged in that area, and I want you to examine your own career and see if, in fact, you have done the same thing. Now I want you to face it. I want you to acknowledge that you have, potentially made some decisions that have cost you time, they've cost you money, and even maybe cost you potential business and personal relationships. My husband always says to the boys when they were younger, you can't own it, you can't fix it. And sometimes we have to just face it in order to start getting resolution from what it is that we're dealing with. And I know from personal experience that things that I've refused to face, I could never fix. So now it's your time to acknowledge where you are and realize you are where you are because of the decisions that you've made. You may be saying ouch, but it's okay because now we can fix it. Now, how do we fix it? We make a new decision. We make a new choice right now to do something that we have been avoiding. The thing that has caused us to potentially leave that money on the table, that one company that you felt like, they're not going to use me. Oh, I'm way too small. They're way too big. Oh yeah, I called them before and I couldn't get in touch with them. Whatever excuse, yes, I said excuse, you've been making. Now I want you to go back and make a different choice and decide that you are going to be dogmatic, you're going to be persistent, and you're going to make sure that you do everything in your power to get past where you've been before and to make sure that you're able to get a better result now. Now, the thing is, we have to recognize that our habits are a result of what we're thinking. So now we have to actually look at our thoughts and what are we thinking, and how am I able to get rid of those negative thoughts and those things that have potentially been causing me to have bad habits, habits that are not serving me well, and habits that are really causing me money. I don't remember who the originator of this quote was, but I love it. It says, how we do anything is how we do everything. And we need to look at our entire lives and see how your life, I have to look at my life too, how is my life costing me money and opportunities? Because in many cases, if we're not looking at this, it is. So that is your assignment, your sales scoop and your sales and networking scoop for the week. And I hope that you are able to have great results just by finding it, facing it, and fixing it. I'd love to hear from you and find out what you found and how you fixed it. Check in with me at tishtimes.com and join the Unstoppable Confidence Party Room on Facebook. The link is down below. Can't wait to see you next time. Have a great day.